We will now discuss our Public Works Departments, PWDs. Our Public Works Departments are considered echelon 4-level commands, and they are forward deployed elements of the FEC, providing a full range of NAVFAC capabilities and functions to Navy installations. A typical Public Works Department organizational chart is shown here. We have the Public Works Officer, PWO. This is a warranted CEC officer. CEC stands for Civil Engineer Corps. And they are accountable for product and service delivery, supported command interface, project execution, and contract performance assessment. We also have the Deputy Public Works Officer, DPWO. The DPWO is typically the senior civilian at the Public Works Department and has authority to act on behalf of the Public Works Officer. Within our Public Works Departments, we have various divisions. They include the Facilities Management Division, the Facilities Engineering and Acquisition Division, the Production Division, and the Environmental Division. Within each of these divisions, there are various branches. The first division that we'll discuss is the Facilities Management Division, the FMD. The FMD serves as the point of work generation for the installation and provides management of real property, such as land and facilities. There are two branches within the FMD. The first is the Real Property Management branch. This is where our planners are located. They have the responsibility of developing the basic facility requirements, asset evaluations, and facility planning documents that we discussed earlier. They also conduct site approvals. Site approvals are a process where documentation is reviewed to ensure that a development proposal complies with state, federal, and local regulations. Our RPAOs are also within the Real Property Management branch. RPAO stands for Real Property Accountability Officer. They have the responsibility for real property inventory data collection, and they also maintain the data integrity within INFADS. INFADS stands for the Internet Navy Facilities Asset Data Store. It's an application that, among other things, houses our property records. The RPAOs also maintain accurate and complete real property inventory. The Requirements branch is responsible for work input control, and they manage the Work Induction Board. The Work Induction Board is a group within the PWD that meets regularly to take a look at new work that has been received to determine what work can be executed, or maybe the work can be deferred until later. They also conduct preliminary scope and rough order of magnitude of cost estimates. They develop facility sustainment and preventive maintenance requirements. And the Requirements branch also operates the service desk at the Public Works Department. Additionally, the Requirements branch can also request funds from our customers via the eTracker application. The next division is the FIAD, the Facilities Engineering and Acquisition Division. This is led by a FIAD director who is a warranted CEC officer. The FIAD provides engineering and acquisition expertise to execute facility requirements. The FIAD is responsible for ensuring compliance with technical standards and processes developed by the chief engineer of their respective FEC. The FIAD has two key branches. The first is the Planning, Design, and Construction branch. As a side note, this branch used to be called the Project Management and Engineering branch, the PM&EB. The Planning, Design, and Construction branch consists of our project management team. They maintain project schedules, manage cost, project scope, and project quality. You can also have a design management team at the PWD. They would be located within this branch. We also have the construction management team. They conduct responsibilities such as providing oversight in addressing quality, safety, ensuring the construction is completed in accordance with plans and specs, and manage contract modifications. We also have planning within this branch. These are the individuals that develop our 1391 planning documents for FSRM projects, facility, sustainment, restoration, and modernization projects. We also have the Facility Support Contracting branch. The Facility Support Contracting branch has the responsibility of conducting specifications and modifications for all Public Works Department service contracts. This includes installation facility services, such as grounds maintenance, landscaping, janitorial services, and snow removal services. They also perform performance assessment representative duties, PAR duties, essentially ensuring that our contractors are abiding by contract specifications. Next, we have the production division. The production division director is responsible for compliance assurance with technical standards and processes developed by the chief engineer of their respective FEC. The branches within the production division are as follows. We have the Facility Services branch. This branch conducts facilities maintenance and repairs, and they also address urgent, emergency, and routine service calls. They also conduct preventive maintenance work, such as inspecting our HVAC systems. This branch is sometimes referred to as the shops. Next, we have the Utility Services branch. This branch is responsible for fuel management, utilities billing, utility operation, and utility maintenance. Next, we have the Transportation branch. The Transportation branch is responsible for transportation services and operations and the maintenance of our government vehicles. They also maintain and operate some weight handling equipment. And at some locations, they conduct rail operations where applicable. We also have the Supply branch. This branch supplies material to our shop stores. Next, we have the Environmental division. The Environmental division is responsible for managing the installation environmental programs, including compliance, services, planning, and conservation. The Environmental division is broken out in the following branches. We have the Environmental Services branch. They are responsible for disposal of hazardous waste, collect and treating wastewater, conduct laboratory sampling and testing of water and air, and the management of spill responses. We have the compliance branch. They conduct installation compliance programs such as air and water. They also complete permits, and they provide environmental technical support to other public works department branches when needed. Next, we have the environmental planning and conservation branch. This branch conducts environmental planning and manages all natural and cultural resources at the installation. This concludes our video.